Do we have a color for Stock Madness?
Blue.
Should change him to blue.
Not a bad idea.
That one?
That looks good.
Hey, welcome to Stock Madness, our, I guess it's weekly. A weekly sort of update. We're doing a little challenge here. We're pitting stocks up against each other. Go back and check out some of our other videos if you're watching this for the first time. Just fun, just hanging out, talking stocks, got a little challenge going on, and prize?
Prize, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it.
I don't know what the prize is, but
you're gonna love it.
Am I winning?
What do you mean, are you winning?
Well, like if we have the stocks that have the biggest gain. Did you have the biggest gain last week?
Technically, yeah. I think,
Which one was it?
I don't remember, but technically, I think
you're in the lead.
Right.
Okay.
But I did some research, and after this week, technically, you would be in the lead. Your four performed a little bit better than mine.
Okay. Well, it doesn't matter anyways. Down to the last game, just like March Madness would have happened, but with stocks.
Yeah.
Right.
Can we clarify something? I don't want to go down too much of a rabbit trail here, but there's a lot of people asking why we set it up the way that we set it up. I've seen a few comments on why is it my side versus your side.
Well, it has to be.
Something we never talked about. Yeah. So the problem with that, because people are like, why don't you, we should have been playing each other the whole time. The problem with that is eventually it could have been, I'm doing so well. Our fear was that I would just be playing myself in the championship round. So we didn't want that to happen.
Yeah.
So we picked my side and your side.
Dude, I'm checking out already.
I'm just saying, I read the comments and I'm like, guys, hey, listen, we had to do it this way. There's no other way. Can you silence that?
Good grief, you weren't kidding. They're posting on everything.
I told you.
Oh, our family's nuts.
Why don't you send that on the video? They don't know.
You want to go first?
Yeah, go ahead. I'll go.
Go ahead. You'll go? Go ahead.
Microsoft Take-Two was my top region there, Microsoft Take-Two.
Mm-hmm.
Take-Two just kind of trending sideways, not really doing a whole lot. Microsoft had an early pop, I guess, what was that, middle of the week. Kind of seems like they're riding the Zoom media failing and Microsoft Teams maybe taking over as the new video conferencing thing. So that was kind of the big news there. Do you know about Microsoft Teams, by the way?
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't pick Zoom. Huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Although they've been weathering it. The stock price has been weathering it, but Microsoft Teams is the Slack killer.
Yeah.
I really think it is.
Well,
have you ever used it?
No, but I was just reading about it. They suppressed background noise, which was big. So even if you're typing and taking notes, it's not going to pick up as loudly.
Yep.
And what Zoom does well is the background. You can change your background. They've added that as well.
And it's really good. You can see on TV the people that are using the Slack versus Teams. They'll have 4 people on TV joining us, and the people that have the gray, blurred out background. It's impressive.
Yeah.
I can't help but notice both of your stocks here are in the negative for the week.
Did you?
Yeah, it's right there. It's show Microsoft down 0.08% versus Take-Two's minus 1.56.
See, there's something different, but I could be wrong. One of us, I have Microsoft. Is your date range right?
Yeah, it'd be April 6th to April 10th technically, but there's no.
My date range is wrong. Yeah, it's not a great go of it, but
doesn't matter though.
Microsoft's gonna have a big week, and
yeah.
The Take-Two could as well, but I'm banking on Microsoft.
Oh, and did we tell? I mean, this is March Madness for us, or Stock Madness for us. We're doing 2 weeks, so this is the halfway point for the next round.
Yeah.
So we did 2 weeks. Round 1. These are the 2 stocks that moved on for him, competing in the second round, but it's 2 weeks long, so you got a week.
Yeah.
And you got one of the mega caps in there, so
it's a tight matchup, but it's we'll see what happens there.
Which ones do I want to do first here? I'm going to do Intuit versus Disney. Those are my competitors there. It's a close match.
That's a good one. That one actually, when I checked it earlier, made me go, ooh, it's a good game.
I'm sort of cheering for Intuit because it takes us into tax season. We'll start getting some of the preliminary numbers on that one. Intuit's TurboTax, by the way, and genius move. They went to the IRS for the stimulus thing. Intuit went to them and said, hey, all the people that are going to get their stimulus check, but they don't normally file taxes. Let's put together a software for them, and we'll do it for free, and people can come to our website, and they can file, and then they can get their stimulus check, and the IRS said, sure. That's a possibly 80 million more people going into its page. It's free. It won't cost them anything to file it, but if they convert even 1% of those people in the future, or their family, or anything, if it's a future offering where they can do that, impressive. And so Intuit is QuickBooks. I've gone over this. QuickBooks, TurboTax, a couple other services. And TurboTax is about 30% of the company there. So in terms of revenues, So I'm kind of hoping Intuit makes it going into the earnings season because I think, or I'm sorry, tax season because I think it'd be more interesting. Disney, rumor has it, we talked about it on Outside the Virus show, that they're working on ways to open the parks again, take your temperature, do all that great stuff. So there's some hope there, and 50 million subscribers on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
That's nothing to sneeze at there. Just be interesting to see if that's just bored people from the virus or if that's real consistent customers that don't churn like Netflix used to see.
The one thing I'll add to Disney was I did rewatch Outside the Virus on our Instagram page. I rewatched it and I find it funny that you keep saying zap. They're gonna zap your temperature, and you like do a motion with it every time you say they're gonna zap your temperature. I just think that's
like Buzz Lightyear's ride. You gotta zap the little alien in the head.
But that's what they're doing. They're just taking your temperature. They're not gonna zap you. With
You know what
anything.
would be cool? Like if they're like, we're gonna open the parks again and we just gotta take your temperature, but they get one of the Buzz Lightyear guns.
Wow,
and they're like, you're good.
You don't think that's a little intimidating?
No. I mean, that's advertising right there.
Yeah,
and it's Buzz Lightyear himself. Welcome to Disney.
Hundreds of Buzz Lightyear or just one?
Well, there's not many people in the front. If you ever go to Disney, it's an efficient operation.
Okay. Well, zap was an interesting word, but anyway.
They're gonna zap you with the Buzz Lightyear gun. I love it. What do you got?
My other matchup, Amazon Berkshire Hathaway. Both, a little sideways there. Amazon kind of doing their thing. I forgot what my news was. They suspended their shipping thing, which we talked about on Outside the Virus again this week.
You know how many emails I got from people going, didn't even know that existed.
Really?
Like, because they only did it in a few cities. But so if they did it in your city, you knew about it. But,
yeah, I don't feel so bad now because I didn't know what that was, but UPS and FedEx sure knew what that was, and they seemed pretty happy about it. But so Amazon just kind of didn't really do a whole lot off of that news, and then Berkshire Hathaway was being, Berkshire Hathaway.
Good week for banks, though, and you did the right thing there because you picked the biggest holding in the financial sector, the Berkshire Hathaway.
That was the only reason I picked him.
No, it was a strategic play, right?
Yeah.
Banks up 16% this week. So you've got, theoretically, if we just play for fun here, put JP Morgan in there. My JP Morgan shouldn't have performed as well. They had some news in there, but you had the bigger holding. If you take the financials out, I would expect Berkshire Hathaway to have beaten Amazon given the kind of week it had. Yep. What do you want? What would you prefer win this match here? Tough call.
So Amazon gives me more to talk about because I know more about Amazon than I do Berkshire Hathaway. But if I want to win and beat you, I'll take my Berkshire Hathaway. Those are my so I don't have one. I can root for either one. I would like to see either one of those in the semifinal against my other two.
Well, we did on the closing beat, and I think you tweeted it out. We did a thing. Goldman Sachs put out a list stocks that would do well if the virus and we recover quick from the virus, the economy, or if it takes longer than expected. Amazon was on both lists.
Oh, really?
By the way, I didn't share the whole list, but Amazon was on both lists.
Oh, okay.
So I would think maybe Amazon's got a chance.
Yeah, a lot of people are talking about them doing well after the virus, just given everything that's going on with it. But we'll see. We'll see.
Order every single thing on Amazon now, whatever.
Yeah, they get everything.
I wanted to get a monitor, one extra monitor.
Got it.
Can't get it at Best Buy.
Oh,
you can't go into Best Buy.
Cannot go into Best Buy. I learned that one.
Yeah. All right, my last two, JP Morgan and Molson Coors. I figured this would be a blowout. JP Morgan should beat it. It's more volatile. You've got a consumer staple name versus a banking stock. JP Morgan, in the heat of the business stimulus, the PPP, paying out all these loans. I'm not sure how they benefit from that, by the way, giving out all these government loans from the stimulus, given that there's next to nothing for an interest rate. I haven't read through that yet, but JP Morgan beat out Molson Coors 14% versus 10%, but Molson Coors held its own. It was a good week for Molson Coors.
That's it can still recover in a week. They got plenty of time.
Well, realistically, at this point, JP Morgan could have one bad down day and Molson Coors hang tight, and I'd be stuck with Molson Coors. Kind of hoping JP Morgan gets to move on.
Well, you said you'd be stuck.
Yep. That was not subliminal. That was official. I would prefer JP Morgan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you'd like JP Morgan and Intuit.
That'd be an awesome. For me, that'd be the equivalent of you watching Gators, FSU, something like that.
Yeah.
I think it'd be exciting.
Okay.
Are Gators basketball and Gators football, FSU's football or basketball good? I know Gators
basketball
are.
team.
Yeah, I mean FSU is they have good.
They were one of the best teams in the country this year, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's unfortunate.
That is unfortunate because
Yeah.
you always hear about Gators basketball here.
FSU basketball was it this year.
Okay.
Yeah, fun fact for you.
Wow.
It's a tough year for that to fall through.
Yikes. Well, we'll see what happens there. Anything else?
That's it. I was curious. You had me interested as to what you were doing there.
I'm just playing with some new tech.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, just giving some new shots here, trying to streamline the efficiency of the operation.
Wow, that was good.
You see that? I don't
That
always
was
use
good.
big words, but when I do,
That was
3 in a row.
that was awesome.
All right, enjoy. I hope you guys enjoy the show. Let us know below if you're playing along with any stocks or anything. These are obviously not suggestions. We're just having a fun game here for some prize yet to be determined, or you know.
Oh yeah, it's determined.
Okay. Enjoy. See you later.